Hi, I'm Ms. Kennedy, and today I've been thinking about magnets and that expression, opposites attract. We use magnets in so many ways. There are magnets that we use for compasses to help us know our directions. We use magnets in our computers, our cell phones, the cards that we use at the bank. Those have magnetic strips on them. So, when we're using magnets, we have to be careful and we need to keep them away from computers, cell phones, televisions, and wallets. Okay? So the expression opposites attract comes from magnets. Magnets have a north pole and a south pole. So here's a magnet that's marked. There's an N on one end and an S on the other. I actually have two of those magnets. So I'm going to put the south end of this magnet near the north end of the other magnet, and they are attracted and they will hold together. But if I try to put the north pole, and you can watch those metal filings, if I put the north pole near it, see how I can't put it together. Okay. In fact, let me turn this down. And you can see here's the North Pole, there's the South Pole, North Pole, and look what happens. There's iron filings on there, so you can see how they're going to pull together. And the magnets, I'll just put them near one another, and they'll go right together, because the South Pole is attracted to the North Pole of that magnet. I'm going to turn this magnet around and put the north pole of this magnet near the north pole of that magnet. Now you see those metal filings? They're attracted to the south pole, but if I put the north pole here, and there's the north pole there, what happens? Do you see how those pieces of metal are turning away? The north poles are repelling one another. I'll try and put them close together. I'll let go, see what happens. I'm not doing that. The magnets are pushing away from one another. I'll put the south pole near the north pole. We can see the metal is, see? So opposites attract, but the poles that are the same repel one another. Oh, they even turned around to make the opposites go together. Isn't that interesting? I think that's very interesting. So I'd like to talk to you about not all metals will be attracted to a magnet. So let's see. I have a sewing needle here. It's attracted to the magnet. I have a paper clip here, and it's attracted to the magnet. Can I pick it up with the magnet? I can. And now I have a quarter. Quarter is not magnetic. So metals that are ferrous, that have a lot of iron in them, are attracted to magnets. Metals that are non-ferrous, that don't have a lot of iron in them, are not attracted. So the coins that we use have a lot of silver and copper in them, and they're not attracted to magnets at all. They are non-ferrous. I'm going to show you something else. This is actually a rock called hematite, and somebody carved it into a sphere. Hematite is a natural magnet. It's a naturally magnetic stone. See? And this is a pretty strong piece of hematite. It's actually pulled. Oh, so I've just discovered something. So here's the north end of this magnet, and I've got some filings on this hematite, and I can't push them together. Oh, that's interesting. They're really pushing away from one another. So this must be the south end of the hematite. I'm sorry. I misspoke. This is the north end of the hematite because it's repelled by the north end of the magnet. And this must be the south end. I just discovered that about my piece of hematite. Isn't that interesting? I like learning new things. I like discovering things. So the hematite is almost stronger than my little bar magnets. So I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to put some iron filings down here. If you have iron filings, you need to be very careful of them. I'm being very careful, and I'm going to be cleaning up quite a bit when I'm done. So I'm putting them down there, and can you see those lines? Those are that's the magnetic waves. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? So there's the north end of this magnet, and there's the south end. Do you see how the magnetic waves sort of flow out from the end of each pole? I have another magnet here, and I don't know which side is the north side and which side is the south side. But because I know that this is the north side of this pole, I can test this. So if I put the pink side of the magnet by the north pole, it's attracted. So if the pink side is attracted to the north pole, the pink side must be the south pole of the magnet. So I'm going to test my theory by putting the pink side by the south side of the magnet. And what's happening? I can't pick up the filings from the south side. It's pushing it away. Do you see that? But if I put the green side by the south side, it's attracted. So I just tested my theory. So on my little ball magnet, the green side is north and the pink side is, the pink side is south. I just proved it to myself again. So I'm going to show you one more thing with this, and then we're going to do something really fun. Okay, so I'm going to take one of my bar magnets and put it underneath the paper. And I'm going to sprinkle my iron filings on it. And you can really see those waves of magnetism, can't you? If I move the paper around, over the magnets, it's going to change. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to show you something else. So I have a strong magnet here, and I have a sewing needle. And I'm going to take the sewing needle, I'm going to rub it on the magnet, I'm going to lift it and come back, and I'm going to keep rubbing in the same direction. So I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I rubbed this needle on my magnet 12 times, and I've magnetized the needle. It should be able to pick up the metal filings. See that? So if you leave a ferrous material by a magnet long enough, it will magnetize the metal. Okay. Let's see, there's one more thing I want to show you with magnets, and then we're going to have some fun. So I have a string here. I'm going to clean off some of those metal filings from one of my bar magnets. If I have a stronger magnet, it can sometimes help to take those off. Oh, good, I got that off. So this is one of the magnets. I know that's the north pole of this magnet, that's the south pole. And I'm going to tie a ribbon to it. Make sure that will hold it. Okay. So, see where the south side of the magnet is? It's on this side. And there is the north side. So I'm going to hold it. And you want to know, see what's happening? The magnet has turned. I didn't turn that. It turned so that the north pole is pointing that way. But I want the south side to point that way. So I'm going to put it that way again. I'm letting it hang freely. And again, the North Pole is that way. And that's because that way is north. And if you know which way is north and you can remember never eat soggy waffles, you can go never eat soggy waffles, and you know all of the directions. So we do rely on magnets for that. Okay. So we've looked at our magnets, we've looked at our hematite. Ready to have some fun? You want to go fishing? Let's go fishing with magnets. So we're going to be doing some quiet fishing. We're not going to be surf casting. We're going to be doing some very quiet fishing. I'm going to get my metal filings out of the way so I don't make a big mess that I have to clean up later. Okay, so to go fishing, first you need to know where the fish are. So I had to make some fish. So what I did was I took some construction paper and cut out some fish shapes. I also took an old empty box of tea and I cut some fish out of the cardboard from the tea box. You could also use cereal boxes. And after I cut out the fish shapes, I decorated them any way that I liked. If you wanted to, you could get scientific and you could look up fish that live where we do, and you could make the fish look like those fish. You might want to go fishing for salmon or catfish. But I just had some fun making up my own fish. So after I cut out my fish and I decorated them, I took paper clips. I made sure that they were ferrous, that they would be attracted to a magnet. And I put those on the ends of the fish where the mouth is. If you don't have paper clips, you can also use staples. You can put some staples in your fish where the mouth is, and that will also work. Okay, so we've got the fish. Need a fishing pole. Okay. I have a stick that I found in my backyard. It is a windy day, so there were lots of sticks to choose from. And I found some string around the house. You could use ribbon. And then I borrowed a magnet from my refrigerator, and I used masking tape to tape it to the end of the string. Okay, so I've got fish. I've got a fishing pole. I need a fishing pond. I took an old plastic container from Cookies, and you could use this as your fishing pond. But if you're playing with some friends, you might want more room. So I took a piece of cardboard and I drew a little fishing pond on it. And that can go right there. I need to stock it with fish. Oh, I think I'll put a sea star in there too. And let's see. Those two fish are connected. Okay. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. orange fish, goldfish, polka dot fish, striped fish. So I've got my fishing pond stocked. I don't need to put on bug spray because I'm actually staying inside, but it's always good to have a fishing hat, right? Got my fishing pole. I'm ready to go fishing. Now we're going to be doing quiet fishing, okay? We don't want to make the fish too scared of us. And we're not fishing in the ocean. When you fish in the ocean, you do surf casting and you have to go like this with your pole and then make your line go out so far. We're not doing that. We're fishing in a pond. So our fishing line is not going to be swinging around. It's going to gently go over our fishing pond. And if you're playing with friends, you could have a competition where the first person to catch 2 pink fish wins, or the first person to catch a fish of every color wins. I caught a fish. Okay, I've got 1 fish. Whoops. Let's see, is that one getting away from me? 1 fish. Come on. 2 fish. Now I need, let's see, redfish. Redfish. And let's see, can I get that bluefish? Bluefish. I've caught 4 fish. So, if it's too hot or too windy to play outside, stock your own fishing pond. Find a magnet that's okay for you to use and go fishing. I hope this inspired your imagination to play some fishing games or to explore the scientific mysteries of magnets. Have a great afternoon. I hope you catch lots and lots of fish. I'm going to go see if I can catch some more. Have a good day. Be well.